my pulse react. That it's only the thrill of boy meeting girl, opposites attract. It's physical, only logical. You must try to ignore that it means more than that. Oh, what's love got to do? Got to do with it. What's love but a second-hand emotion? What's love got to do? Got to do with it. Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? What's love got to do? Got to do with it. What's love but a second-hand emotion? What's love got to do? Got to do with it. Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? What's love got to do? Got to do with it. What's love but a second-hand emotion? What's love got to do? Got to do with it. Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? May seem to you that I'm acting confused when you're close to me. If I tend to look dazed, I read it someplace. I've got cause to be. There's a name for it. There's a phrase that fits. But whatever the reason, you do it for me. Oh, what's love got to do? Got to do it. What's love but a second-hand emotion? What's love got to do? Got to do with it. Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? What's love got to do? Got to do with it. What's love but a second-hand emotion? What's love got to do? Got to do with it. Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? What's love got to do? Got to do with it. What's love but a second-hand emotion? What's love got to do? Got to do with it. Who needs a heart when a heart can be
Miami, South Beach, bringing the heat, Can y'all feel that? Can y'all feel that? Jig it out, Here I am in the place where I come let go. In Miami, the bass and the sunset low. Every day like a Mardi Gras. Everybody party all day. No work, all play, okay? So we sip a little something, leave the rest to spill. Me and Charlie at the bar running up a high bill. Nothing less than ill when we dress to kill. Every time the ladies pass, they be like, can y'all feel me? All ages and races, real sweet faces. Every different nation, Spanish, Haitian, Indian, Jamaican, black, white, Cuban, or Asian. I only came for 2 days of playing, but every time I come I always wind up staying. This the type of town I can spend a few days in. Miami, the city that keeps the roof blazing.
Party in the city where the heat is on all night on the beach till the break of dawn.
Welcome to Miami. Bienvenido a Miami.
Bouncing in the club where the heat is on all night on the beach till the break of dawn.
I'm going to Miami.
Welcome to Miami.
Yo, I heard the rainstorms ain't nothing to mess with, but I can't feel a drip on the strip. It's a trip. Ladies half dressed, full of your quip, and they be screaming out.
Will we love your ass here?
So I'm thinking I'ma scoop me something hot in this South Summer rain gay mountain pot. Hottest club in the city and it's right on the beach. Temperature, get to ya, it's about to reach 500 degrees in the Caribbean seas with the hot mommy screaming.
Ay, papi.
Every time I come to town, they be spotting me in the drop Bentley, ain't no stopping me. So cash in your dough and flow to this fashion show. Pound for pound, anywhere you go. Yo, ain't no city in the world like this. And if you ask how I know, I got to plead the fifth.
Miami.
Where the heat is on all night on the beach till the break of dawn.
Welcome to Miami. Bienvenido a Miami.
get me wrong, Chi-Town got it going on. And New York is the city that we know don't sleep. And we all know that LA and Philly stay jiggy. But on the sneak, Miami bringing heat for real. Y'all don't understand. I never seen so many Dominican women with sentiment tans. Mira, this is the plan. Take a walk on the beach, draw a heart in the sand. Give me your hand. Damn, you look sexy. Let's go to my yacht in the West Keys. Ride my jet skis, lounge under the palm trees. Cause you gotta have cheese for the summer house piece on South Beach. Water so clear you can see to the bottom. $100,000 cars, everybody got them. Ain't no surprise in the club to see Sly Stallone. Miami, my second home.
Party in the city where the heat is on all night on the beach till the break of dawn.
Welcome to Miami. Bienvenido a Miami.
Bouncing in the club where the heat is on all night on the beach till the break of dawn.
I'm going to Miami.
Welcome to Miami.
Party in the city where the heat is on all night on the beach till the break of dawn.
Welcome to Miami. Bienvenido a Miami.
Bouncing in the club where the heat is on all night on the beach till the break of dawn.
I'm going to Miami.
Some give it to, some give it to, some give it to our girls. 5,040,000 naughty shorty. Baby girl, all my girls, all my girls. Shonda Paul say, well, I'm on the way, the time cold. I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature for shelter you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Oh, oh. Because the girl them broke out on the floor. From you don't wanna work this performer. From you don't wanna man where can't turn you on. Girl, make I see you when them upon ya. Can't stand for the long, nah eat no yam, no steamed fish, no green banana. But down in Jamaica we give it to you hot like a sauna. Well, I'm on the way, the time cold. I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature for shelter you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Oh, oh. Bumper expose and girl, you got the chest out. But you know we out, cause girl, you impressed out. And if it is out of me, if it is out, cause I got the remedy for make you de-stress out. Me have a flat to become me God bless out. And girl, if you want it, you have to confess out. And a life where we need set speed, if it is to my chest out. Well, I'm on the way, the time cold. I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature for shelter you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Oh, oh. Girl, those some crazy now. This straight drop it and a Bridget and flavor show. Time for me make baby now. So stop boy like you, I get shady, yo. Woman, don't play me now, cause I'm a fits and fat, not greedy, yo. My loving is the way to go. My loving is the way to go. Well, I'm on the way, the time cold. I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature for shelter you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Oh, oh. When they roll with a player like me, with a brother like me, girl, there is no other. No need to talk it right here, the spark it right here, keep it undercover. Come and love how you fit in your blouse and you fat in your jeans, I'm a wild discover. Everything about you, baby girl, can you hear when me utter? Well, I'm on the way, the time cold, I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature for shelter you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Oh, oh. Because the girl them broke out on the floor. From you don't wanna work this performer. From you don't wanna man where can't turn you on. Girl, make I see you when them upon ya. Can't stand for the long, nah eat no yam, no steamed fish, no green banana. But down in Jamaica we give it to you hot like a sauna. Well, I'm on the way, the time cold. I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature for shelter you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Oh, oh.
Coming out of my cage Yeah, I can hear you great. Yeah. So, check testing 1 2. Sounds good. Okay, I'll go to the other headset. Check testing 1 2. Okay, perfect. Well, we're good to go. Thank you.
the score yesterday?
10-0.
Alongside my brand new partner,
Yeah, Chad Boyko
Chad Boyko.
doing color for the first time, so this will be fun. Nice to have somebody in the booth that's a bit of a trained professional.
Or so they would say. We are about to get ready here between the Thompson River University Wolfpack and the Edmonton Collegiate Hawks. These two teams played last night, and the Collegiate Hawks a dominating 10-0 outing against the Wolfpack. Starting in the box here for the Wolfpack, it is Carter Spencer, the shortstop.
Now, Spencer had a good game yesterday for sure. Their team actually matched us in hits. It's just they couldn't manufacture scoring of runs.
On the mound for the Collegiate Hawks is Sam Honke. And we are underway here with a ball outside of the zone. Coming into this baseball game, I was about to say hockey game. This is my first baseball game of the season. Just finished doing hockey.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah. The Wolfpack 7-12, and the Collegiate Hawks 10-7. A strike over the plate by Honke to even up the count at 1. All the snow is gone. Just got back to Edmonton myself, and when I left, there was snow on the ground, and luckily there's no snow.
Yeah. Well, yesterday. And you might see this today because they're going to have dead ball situations. When the ball goes out to the warning track.
Yeah, you should still see water out there, yeah.
Yeah, when it's mucky, you'll see the outfielders raise their hands. So if anything gets out there, it's probably a definite double, and that's about it. Yesterday we had a couple that could have been triples.
2-1 count, just catching the outside part of the plate to even up the count. That's a good note, Chad. Got to keep an eye on those deep balls, especially to center field and to left, it looks like.
Yeah,
still.
Lots of snow there.
Yeah.
And a goose. Stop by to say hello.
The geese are probably wondering why all the snow is still on the ground as the 2-2 approaches. Lined
Hot
up
shot
into right field. And the first man is aboard for the Wolfpack, Carter Spencer.
Spencer got a hit yesterday.
Yes.
Starts it off with a hit here today.
Good piece of hitting. Pulling his hands inside and going the other way with that pitch. Next up is the right fielder, Jared Sucro. Sam Honke just got too much of the plate on that previous pitch, and Spencer was able just to jab that the opposite way. Oh, hot shot. Watch out.
Spencer, obviously a leadoff. You're going to see him look to steal, so we'll see if they pay extra attention to him at first. Sucro was in yesterday. He ended up manufacturing a hit at his 4 at-bats.
The right fielder for Wolfpack, awaiting the 0-1 pitch. It's high. Things are supposed to warm up throughout the week, I was told.
I hope so.
We certainly hope so, as the Edmonton Oilers are in the playoffs. It's going to be a good week for Edmonton sports. Slow chopper to short.
See if they can turn 2 here. Oh, let's get 1.
The force at seconds is made, 1 away. It would have been tough to turn 2 there, Chad, I think. It was a slow roller to
Yeah,
short.
for sure. Yesterday, the infield was doing a dynamic job of figuring that out, though. They were really rolling, and obviously a little bit on harder ground balls. But, yeah, that was a big part of yesterday's win for sure, was the defense of the Hawks.
Manny Recchi, the DH now. Left hand hitting number 27 for the Wolfpack. A throw over to first to keep an eye on Sucro. Get back.
You think it's Recchi or Recchi? I was trying to debate that yesterday.
I would go with Recky.
Yeah, same here. Mark Recchi. Remember Mark Recchi?
I remember Mark Recky, yes.
Yeah.
He was one of the last old school players that played that type of hockey.
Yeah.
Physical brand, that 90s style.
Yeah.
Here at beautiful Remax Field, we got a 1-0 count, 1 out. Runner at first base. Chopped up the middle. Oh, nice
great
sliding play. And a double play is
There you
turned.
go. Once again.
Kobe Smith going from his right to his left.
Take a look at this.
An excellent play by the shortstop, Smith. Turn 2.
This was a staple of yesterday's game when you have two teams hitting relatively the same. I think hits yesterday were 11-8, and at one point they were 8-8, but Thompson River just couldn't get anything through the gaps. Defense was tight.
Both these teams have dozens of games, more than dozens of games under their belts here in this spring season, so you know that they're in good form. On the mound, starting for the Wolfpack, it is Zach Robinson, the right-hander, warming up.
Couple of new entries from yesterday's game to today's game. We've got Kendall Burns coming in at second base, and also wasn't in yesterday's game. Simon Virostek playing right field. So I think Virostek was replacing Colby Blackburn, who played a great game out in right field, and then Burns is coming in to replace, I believe Rogan Sack was at second, and he was at second. He had an excellent game at second yesterday, so must be nice when you can take out two pieces and feel deep enough to bring in two more. That
good luxury to have, that is for sure.
I think talking to Coach Jake, that was one of the things he talked about, was he feels he's got some good depth in his positions. So
this, of course, is game one of a doubleheader this afternoon. So expect to see a lot of moving pieces and players interchangeable, going into different positions. Leading off here in the bottom of the first for the Collegiate Hawks is Simon Virostek. Swinging at the first pitch against Zach Robson over top of the breaking ball. Pitch misses downstairs. Game one of a doubleheader. They played last night. The Collegiate Hawks, again, winning 10-0. These two teams will play one more game tomorrow as well. Sunday afternoon matchup. As this one's hit sharply down the third baseline, just a couple of feet foul.
talk about last night's game. You got to give credit to the starting pitcher, who pretty much went a full 7, I think. In Colby, lost my train of thought there.
There is multiple Kobe's on this team, so I don't blame you, Chad.
No, it's Colville who actually got in there.
Fouled out of play.
Logan Colville. So yeah, no, he had an excellent game. He was obviously didn't allow a run. He only had 2 strikeouts, but his location was great, and he was forcing balls down on the ground and getting him in the air, and his defense was helping him out. So it's kind of like one of those full team games.
Yeah, a 10-0 final. I can only assume that all cylinders were firing offensively, and not allowing a run against is a good sign for the Collegiate Hawks here. 10-7 on the spring. Count even at 2.
That's down the middle.
Chopped up the middle, and the lead runner is on. Verostek was able to fight that one off and just power it right up the middle, back where it came from. And now Kobe Smith comes to the dish with a runner on.
Smith, the shortstop, had a hit in yesterday's game, a run scored. Some speed on the bags as well.
Kobe Smith made that excellent play at the top of the first inning to end the inning with a double play. Robinson not wasting any time to check on Verostek there at first base, but he's back in plenty of time. Pitch catching the top part of the zone on the outside edge. I don't know if Smith really liked that call, but behind 0-1. Another throw over, this time a little bit closer, but Verostek was able to get back in time. You did mention it, partner. Verostek has some speed on the base paths, and you can tell that Robinson is keeping an eye on him. Oh, 1 hit wide.
That is a solid ball.
Yeah, way into left.
Not going to get where it needs to. It was a great hit.
Just stayed up too long and getting under it, camping under it, and making the catchers Spencer one away. The DH for the Collegiate Hawks, Carson Friesen, now to the dish.
So Josh Carson is a couple weeks back nominated player or hitter of the week. He's been having some great numbers, and yesterday he came in and crushed a shot over the right field, the Popeyes chicken wall there. He had 5 RBIs in yesterday's game.
Oh my goodness! What a day for Carson Friesen.
Yeah.
5 RBI day. What a performance. See how Robinson deals with him if he's careful. A liberal strike call.
I like how you put that.
Umpires calling strikes. Got to be ready to swing in this baseball game. And Verostek taking the attention from Robinson.
Yeah. There was some of that in yesterday's game, too. So obviously the Wolfpack are very aware of where the speed is on the Hawks team.
And he's going. Verostek on the run to second.
Oh,
and he's in there.
He's got under that one.
You can see why Robinson was so concerned with the speedy Verostek taking second base on a stolen bag, and now the Riverhawks have a runner in scoring position. It was a high throw.
Yeah.
You would think if it was a lower throw, it might have been a lot closer.
Might have been closer, yeah, for sure. But that's what you force, right? If you're fast, you're going to force the catcher to make maybe that slight error and give yourself an advantage.
Now there's a hitter's count here for Carson Friesen. He's got a runner in scoring position. The Collegiate Hawks are threatening here in the bottom of the first inning. Oh, and a big cut by Friesen, but the pitch was outside a breaking ball. Maybe a little bit early there.
He does swing hard when he attacks a ball, that's for sure. So
you can totally tell right there with that big whiff. We'll see if he was able to make contact here on the 2-2. Pitch inside, the count runs full. So you got to assume that Verostek is going to have a running start with this next pitch.
Yeah, well, they're obviously going to throw him a strike, and I'm guessing a fastball most likely. So we'll see if Friesen's waiting on that and pulls it.
First inning, big moment already.
And he got a little piece of it, and it got through.
Yes, he jams it right into center field, but not deep enough to score Verstek as he was forced to stay at third base. It was
He's keeping his hitting streak alive.
just a little blooper over the head of the second baseman into center field. And now the Collegiate Hawks have runners on the corners with less than 2 outs. Jake Tanner, the first baseman, to the dish. Tanner, of course, played for Collegiate Hawks last season as well.
He was the catcher in yesterday's game. Did a fine job.
Look to the pitch right over the plate. Strike one. If you're Tanner, you don't want to waste this opportunity here. But runners on the corners here. Keep the pressure on the Wolfpack, especially after winning in such a commanding way last night. Keep your foot on the gas. Keep adding on to the runs.
Friesen has some speed as well, so I could definitely see him trying to steal second. Especially with somebody on third, you got to be respecting the run home. So speed on first and third. See what they do here.
Pitch misses in. I'm surprised that Friesen didn't actually take a break for a second there.
It didn't make any contact, no?
No, it
Just pass ball?
It was a pass ball, I believe, should be the call, but I'm not sure if they're actually going to call it a pass ball in that particular circumstance. But nevertheless, 0-2 count. And a big strikeout for Zach Robinson to get 2 outs here with runners on the corners. That's a huge strikeout for the Wolfpack. Now, it's Jake Rogensack to the dish. And it's going to be up to him to keep this inning alive that had so much promise to start. But now 2 outs, and Robinson is 1 pitch away from getting out of this jam. Verstek at third base. Carson Friesen at first. Jake Rogensack at the dish. Takes a pitch that catches the outside part of the plate. Count even. The 1-1. The Rogensack. We will have to wait as Robinson keeping an eye on Friesen over at first base. And right up the middle, and that will score a run. Jake Rogensack hits it right up the middle, just past second base. And the first run is scored as Verstek comes all the way around. 1-0 Hawks.
Yeah, just a great at-bat. Manages to get barrel the ball. That's a hard hit ball. Scores a run, gets an RBI. He's keeping things going. He's been hitting well. And my apologies, partner. I said that he was out of the game, but he's playing second base here today. And Burns is actually catching. So Burns replaced Tanner, actually, in that spot. Tanner went to first, as you mentioned.
No need to apologize, partner. I literally just got off the plane and came here. So
what was the weather like in Vancouver?
Oh my
That's what
goodness,
everybody wants
it was
to know.
magnificent.
Was it seriously?
One of the main reasons I left to go to Vancouver was to escape the snow.
Yeah.
As Caden Colford is at the dish, 1-0 the count. He's got runners on first and second. That pitch, according to the umpire, catches the outside part of the plate. 1-1. Vancouver, the first few days I was there for a week. The first few days it was cloudy, a little bit rainy, but it was warm. No snow, obviously. And then the last few days, nothing but sun and absolutely beautiful.
Were you calling some games, or you were there on a personal, or?
Yeah, I was there kind of personally. I also went to a Vancouver Canadians game.
Okay.
The high A minor league team for the Toronto Blue Jays. And that was quite the experience. It was really fun.
Pretty good crowd, or?
Yes, it was a really good crowd, actually. And the Canadians won their last game at home before going on a road trip. And that was my first Canadians game, and it was absolutely fantastic. It reminded me a lot of the Riverhawks games, as that one is hit into right center. That's going to land. That's going to drop. That's going to score at least 2 runs for the Collegiate Hawks. And what a huge hit by Caden Colford, finding the gap, and it's 3-0 Hawks.
Caden Colford, a power hitter, and you're not surprised on this. He puts one deep into the gap. Drayton Valley native. One of the few guys I've seen hit a ball over the wall here in the deep section of the wall.
Huge hit there, and the beat goes on here in the bottom of the first inning for the Edmonton Collegiate Hawks. Colby Blackburn now to the dish, and he's got a runner in scoring position. So the Hawks picking up right where they left off from last night. As you mentioned, Chad, they won 10-0 in a mercy game.
Well, and Colby Blackburn actually had 2 hits as well. He had an RBI and a run scored. One of those hits was a double, so if things go right here, he could be cashing in another.
Robinson, got to be careful with the runner in scoring position, gets one across the plate to even up the count. If you're Robinson, you just want to get this last hitter and get out of this inning. 3 runs on 4 hits here in the bottom of the first for the Edmonton Collegiate Hawks.
I'm not sure what his pitch count's at for the inning, but yeah, like you say, you want to get out of there and save some of that for the next.
Slow roller to third, and
finally
the Wolfpack escaped the inning, but not before giving up 3 runs. Going to the second, the Collegiate Hawks up on the Wolfpack 3-0.
Pitcher yesterday for the Wolfpack was Isaac Edwards. He went 5 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs earned. So hopefully the pitcher today for Thompson River has a little bit better of a start. But here we go.
Ishek starting things off here in the second inning, and he fouls it right back. First pitch, Second inning of work for Sam Honke. He was able to retire the side, because of the help of Kobe Smith with an excellent double play to end the first inning. Oh, and there's a hanging breaking ball that gets lifted deep into the gap in left center, but settling under it and making the play is Burns. One away.
Center fielder for the Hawks there is Lucas Geisler, actually. And
Oh, sorry, partner.
yeah, that's all right. And Geisler's been solid out there. He's a second year. Came up, I believe, from JUCO. A couple years at JUCO.
Yeah, you can tell it's my first game. I got the center fielder wrong. My apologies to Lucas Geisler, who made that play. Now at the dish is Ryan Petrie, the first baseman for the Wolfpack. Looks at a pitch down low, 2-0. As the sun peeks through the clouds here at Remax Field, Sam Honke able to get one right down Broadway. Make it a 2-1 count. Another pitch.
Just darting those in. 79, 78, 79.
Count even now to Petrie.
Petrie worked really hard yesterday for sure. He got 2 hits for his team. Let's see if he fouls that off.
Way out of the stadium.
He was on base, I believe. He got a double, and he was on base. He managed to reach second as well on a steal, and got to third, but they couldn't cash him in. So he was doing his job, trying to put his team in a position, but
Big chopper up the middle, and that is going to be backhanded, but unable to make a play. Rogensack doing a good job of knocking it down and getting a glove on it, but it was too slow of a roller to make a play at first base, so Wolfpack have a runner on.
Petrie finding a way to get on base again. We'll see if he attempts to steal.
And one of the best names in all of sports, Lucas Miracle.
Yeah.
To the dish here for the Wolfpack. A runner on, 1 out here in the second inning. He wastes no time, attacks that first pitch, but late, fouls it the other way.
He had a moment in yesterday's game where he was happy he was wearing a cup. He was the catcher for their team, and we had to take about a 5-minute break.
Oh, no.
To let the poor kid, catch his breath and regain himself. So he's a tough character, this Miracle kid.
We've all been there. Oh, and he's up there swinging, fouling off the first 2 pitches.
Wasn't able to get a hit in yesterday's game or get on base. He had 3 at-bats, but hoping to have a different outcome here today. Up against Honke, who seems to be in pretty good control of his pitches, I would say.
The 0-2, Miracle, who's choking up on the bat. Takes a tough pitch. That was a really good take by Miracle there as Honke tried to get him to chase. Petrie at first. The 1-2. Strike 3 looking. Miracle goes down. Honke painting the inside corner of the plate. And now there's 2 away.
Yeah. You're hoping in a situation like this that, you're going to protect. And I think he wanted to commit, but that ball had movement and it got itself back over just part of the plate. And
big out for the Collegiate Hawks is Manny Birch awaits the first pitch, and he looks at it, goes over the dish in the strike zone.
Birch was able to manufacture a hit in yesterday's game.
Second baseman for the Wolfpack. Fouls it straight back into the netting. Ryan Petrie got on with one out. He still awaits standing at first base as the 0-1 pitch comes to Birch. And that misses upstairs. The 1-2. Breaking ball. Trying to get Birch to chase was Honky, but Birch doesn't bite, and the count runs even.
Wonder if he comes at him with the same pitch that he just was able to get a check swing strikeout on. He goes away on that one.
That was good plate protection there by Manny Birch. A pitch that probably wouldn't have been called a strike, but
No.
good plate protection, and he lives to see another pitch here in this count. Do the 2-2 once again. That's driven
go.
right up the middle, and Birch gets on, advancing the runner with a 2-out hit. And the Wolfpack, keeping the inning alive, now have 2 on.
Well, a good at-bat there, and that plate protection you talked about got him another day. And he saw that pitch, and he put it right where he needed to. And now, fortunately for Petrie, he's on second again and hoping to get someone to cash him home.
Cash Talbot. Another excellent name.
Yeah.
Look at the pitch way up and in. So if you're the Wolfpack, you want to cash in that runner at second at the very least. After going and giving up 3 runs in the first inning, you have a chance to get at least one of those runs back here. Talbot, the left fielder, swings over top of that pitch.
Talbot got a hit yesterday, got himself a single. You can imagine Coach Chadwick for the Wolfpack is hoping that these 3 hits will produce something. Ooh.
Good pitch, just missing, according to the umpires. So the count now 2-1 in favor of Talbot. Got Petrie out at second, Birch at first. Oh, a big cut. You knew Talbot was trying to drive that into the outfield, but missing. And now we have a 2-2, and Honky is 1 pitch away from getting out of this early jam. Oh, throw down to first base, but back in time, no problem, was Birch. Kendall Burns looking to catch him off guard over at the first bag, but now we have a full count here to Cash Talbot. 2 on, 2 out. The payoff. Strike 3 called on Talbot. He cannot believe it.
78 miles an hour, fastball high.
Sam Honky able to get out of the jam, catching Talbot looking with a beautiful pitch, catching the outside part of the plate, and the Hawks able to maintain their 3-0 lead.
get on base. It's just probably a repeat of yesterday where it's about manufacturing some scoring and not leaving guys stranded on base. So, like I said, I'm sure Coach Ray Chadwick is pressing with his guys about doing what they're doing. Just continue doing what you're doing, and hopefully something goes your way.
Yeah, if you're the Wolfpack, you don't want to get down too far again in back-to-back games. You want to keep it a close game, keep it at 3 runs here.
Yeah.
And just limit what the Collegiate Hawks do moving forward. But it's easier said than done, as the Collegiate Hawks have a potent offense.
Yesterday, the formula was 2 runs in the bottom of the first, but the Hawks didn't actually score another run until the bottom of the fourth, where they got 1. And then the bottom of the fifth, they scored 2. And their breakout inning with the Carson Friesen home run was, I believe it was a 3-run shot. Was in the bottom of 7. So, like you just said, you want to make sure you put up a wall here and stop some of that potential offense that the Hawks are generating.
So leading off things here in the bottom of the second for the Edmonton Collegiate Hawks is the catcher, number 34, Kendall Burns. Oh, and he wastes no time, drives it to right field, but it goes right into the glove of Sucro. Good contact, but it hit right to the right fielder, so 1 away.
Well, I like the aggressiveness there, right?
Most definitely. And he got good contact on it. Just unfortunately for Burns, it was hit right to the right fielder, Sucro, and barely had to move to make that catch. Now it's Lucas Geisler stepping in.
You'll notice Geisler, he got a hit yesterday, and he's usually good for about a hit every game that he's in the starting lineup. He's a pull hitter, but he's got a lot of power on the pull hit. So if he gets something out there and connects, I could see him getting it to the wall.
Whiffs on that 0-1 pitch, falls behind 0-2 early on here. Looks like Zach Robinson might be getting into his mode after giving up the 3 runs in the first inning. Quickly ahead 0-2. Wasting no time. Bounces one, however. Things heating up here in Edmonton. About time. Been a long enough winter, as we all know. As swinging right through over top of that pitch is Lucas Geisler, and just like that, there's 2 away here in the bottom of the second.
Geisler came to the Hawks from the Susanville, California team, the Lassen Community College team. So he played a couple years down in JUCO, I believe.
Back to the top of the lineup, Simon Veristek. He got on in his first plate appearance. Also had a stolen base and scored the first Hawks run of this ball game. Robinson dealing quickly. And that's hit to the opposite field. Tracking it and catching it is Sucro. And 3 up, 3 down here in the bottom of the second for the Edmonton Collegiate Hawks.
Okay, Josh. So, I don't know. I'm assuming the Blue Jays are your team?
That
okay.
They are.
Who's your favorite player?
Probably Vladdy.
Vladdy?
Yeah.
Okay. I was going through their roster, our Hawks roster yesterday, and almost like half of the guys are big fans of Ernie Clement.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I love Clement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a while there, I don't think there was anyone other than Blue Jays, but there was a couple different players in the mix. I think Addison Barger was in there, but
I mean, what a postseason Clement had.
Yeah.
Breaking records for hits.
Hits, yeah.
In his first postseason ever. Yeah. Absolutely incredible. And it just goes to show that you never know.
Well,
If
it's a mindset.
But given the opportunity, some people can capitalize on these opportunities
Yep.
and make them famous.
Yeah, no,
Right.
it definitely increased his stock, that's for sure.
100%.
And I don't think it was a fluke. I think the guy's I think he's a dog. I think he comes in with the right attitude. He doesn't look like he's too high or too low. He's just looks ready. You know what I mean?
And that consistency was proven throughout the postseason last year. I mean,
Right.
that was a magical run. It's something I'll never forget. I was just a toddler when
Joe Carter.
and Joe Carter hit that home run. I don't remember it. I was just a baby at the time. So last season's playoff run for the Blue Jays was something that I will never, ever forget till the day I die, especially that 18-inning game.
Yeah, it was pretty special. It's amazing, though, just a couple of feet in certain situations and you would have been World Series champions, right?
I know.
A couple more feet off the bag, you might have been
Yeah.
a couple more feet, and that goes off the wall. And
Yeah, it doesn't get stuck in the wall.
that's right.
Yeah.
And that was Ernie's hit, I
think so.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was Clement's hit that did that. So
Here back at the ballpark at Remax Field in the beautiful River Valley of Edmonton, we have the Wolfpack down by 3 in the top of the third inning. And leading things off, his first plate appearance, it is Noah Sarkisian. Sarkisian, the third baseman. Big cut at that one. Falling behind 0-2. First time through the lineup for Sam Honke. This is the 9th hitter. He's given up 3 hits, but he's also struck out 2. That one's a hot shot right back up the middle. And that seems to be the case for a lot of these hitters here in game 1 of this doubleheader, just shooting the ball right back up the other way.
yeah, best place to put it, really, if you're going to be hitting the ball hard. And I take nothing away from Honke. He's been pitching really well. Quite consistent in the high 70s.
So Sarkisian finds himself at first base, back to the top of the lineup. Carter Spencer, who was able to reach his first time up as a runner on. Squares to bunt, pulls back, called a strike.
Don't see bunting enough. I watched a lot of games, and
You like the small ball, Chad?
I like it a bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you got to change the dynamic of, what the defense is thinking. And when you got a runner on second or a runner advanced to third, it just changes the pitcher. It changes the defense.
And there's a chopper on the left side of the infield. Picked up, backhanded, cross ice play, and being pulled off the bag was Tanner Smith going the other way, throwing it across his body, but pulling Tanner off the bag as we look at the replay
He's
here.
coming off his right foot. He's fading. Ball just gets away. He does his best to stretch out on that.
That was a close play, but the umpire was right there.
Right on the money on that one, yeah.
So now the Wolfpack, they're threatening here in the third inning, 2 on, nobody out for Jared Sucro. Oh, and he
there we
placed
go.
a perfect bunt on the left side. That's going to advance both runners.
He's safe.
And he's safe. Jared Sucro throwing on the turbo jets and making it down the first base line. As we look at the
Great
replay
bunt.
here, excellent bunt, partner, and a bang play at first, but he was safe. Jared Sucro now with a bunt single.
Bases loaded.
Bases loaded, nobody out here for the Wolfpack.
And this makes sense to me for the Wolfpack, just in the fact that yesterday they had a trouble getting runs in. They had a trouble advancing the runners. So why not do this? Why not just try to play a little bit of in and out, a little bit of small ball, as you mentioned, and it's working.
Textbook bunt there for Sucro, and absolutely tremendous speed getting down the first base line. Now it's Manny Recchi. He grounded into a double play in his first plate appearance, but that won't matter now if he's able to get a hit. Oh, and big cut. Fouling it off. But this is a pivotal moment in this ball game, partner. Top of 3. A chance for the Wolfpack to get back into it.
Recchi got a double in yesterday's game on his only hit. So we know he has power.
Let's see how Sam Honky is able to navigate this dangerous situation. One, two, the count.
82-mile-an-hour fastball. Seems to be trying to pitch out and away, hoping he'd get a swing and a miss.
The DH for the Wolfpack awaits the 1-2. And another big cut. Just missing that one.
That ball had some movement on it.
See how Honky's able to deal with this adversity here. Bases juiced. Nobody out. And that pitch missing down low. Looking, you can tell Honky was trying to get him to chase there. But excellent plate discipline by Recchi.
Kendall Burns is going to have to make sure he's protecting well in case they try to get him to chase at something, just so you don't get that pass ball or.
Oh, he's calling for a pitch down low.
And
a big strikeout there for Sam Honky. Manny Recchi, sorry, going down swinging. That is a huge, huge out for the Collegiate Hawks.
Got underneath it and beat him on the timing. That's been a pitch that he's used a couple times now to finish off batters.
Now Honky's one pitch away from getting out of this inning as Kai Shek comes to the dish. He's 0 for 1. And there's an error at second base, and they're only able to get the one out as Rogensack misplayed it.
And he might have stretched. Oh, he's fine. Thought maybe he pulled something there with the stretch there. You watch on the replay. He goes to grab the ball, and he just kind of.
Well, it looked like he might have got slid into as well.
Maybe, yeah, you're right. Maybe he got slid into by the base runner.
But a run comes around to score. 3-1 is the score now. Is Smith is getting looked at, but he looks okay.
Well, if you're the Wolfpack, you're happy. You finally got a number on the board, and you've manufactured an RBI here. And you got runners on first and third. You're 2 outs, so you got a chance to. Petrie can do that. This guy can hit the ball, so we'll see if they can add to their tally before the end of the top of the third.
What could have been a inning-ending double play results in a run coming around to score, and that allows Petrie to come to the dish, and the inning stays alive. Smith is still out at shortstop. He looks no worse for wear, thankfully. But the ball went off of Rogensack's glove. It was picked up by Smith, and they had no time to turn 2, so that allowed Sarkisian to come around to score the first run for the Wolfpack. And now Petrie trying to cash in another run. Runner just 90 feet away at third base.
We know that ball handcuffed Rogensack a bit, but give him credit. He was in a good position to keep the ball in front of him. Went off his chest, and it allowed them to make the play. Ooh. I think Burns might have had him at first there. He came off the line pretty good, and maybe Tanner wasn't on the base is why he didn't chuck it down. But
it's also a risky play, too. If you miss that, then that's another run scored.
Run scores. Yeah, you're right.
Here's a 3-0.
Ooh, that's a pitch.
Yeah, just catching the inside part. Excellent pitch there from Honky. Ryan Petrie, he was able to get on base in his first plate appearance, looking to do so again here and keep the inning alive.
This is anywhere near the plate. I see him swinging.
You called it. Shot right up over to Smith. His cross ice throw, and the Collegiate Hawks are able to get out of it, but not before giving up a run to the Wolfpack. 3-1. To the bottom of the 3 we go. Bottom of 3rd inning. The Thompson River University Wolfpack by a score of 3-1. Colby Smith stepping in to start the bottom of the 3rd. Smith 0 for 1 so far here this afternoon. Once again, this is game 1 of a doubleheader. Game 2 scheduled at 4 o'clock. Zach Robinson. His 3rd inning of work. His team was able to manufacture a run in the top of the 3rd to make it a 2-run ball game. This one is driven way foul on the left side. Good contact there from Smith, but unable to keep it fair. The 1-2. Staying alive is Colby Smith, just getting a piece of that 72-mile-an-hour breaking ball. Robinson bounces it in, and uh-oh. Oh, no. Well, the sun is shining all but one place. And that place is a place of discomfort right now for Lucas Miracle. Umpire obviously going to give him as much time as possible. I don't mean to laugh. I mean, I can feel that. That is tough. Oh, my goodness. Not much you can do there. Just got to give it time. take this time just to recap the top of the third inning there. Wolfpack able to string together hits, and Noah Sarkeesian, the batter that led off the inning, was able to get on base and eventually come all the way around to score. The Wolfpack, that is their lone run so far in this ball game. As Miracle is trying to shake it off. All of this coming with a 2-2 count here, nobody out. The hitter is Kobe Smith. Looks like Miracle is good to go. And that pitch just a little bit high. Robinson really wanted that call, but instead, count runs full. The payoff. It's driven right up to the left side, and it drops in front of Talbot. And he misses it, and that's going to allow Smith to make it to second base. We'll see how that's scored. But Kobe Smith in scoring position, nobody out. Excellent piece of hitting by the Collegiate Hawks shortstop, and Talbot unable to corral it cleanly. So no error on the board. That's going to be scored a double for Smith. And he stands out at second base for Carson Friesen, who singled in his first at-bat and came around to score. And that pitch goes way up into the air, and unable to handle it cleanly was Lucas Miracle. He got a glove on it, but didn't know where the ball landed, and that allowed Kobe Smith to advance to third base. That's going to be an error, I believe, on Miracle. Pass ball. So now Friesen with a 1-0 count. He's got a runner 90 feet away. Just needs to lift it into the outfield, and the Hawks will be able to regain that run that they gave up in the previous half inning. Who won the count to the DH? And that's a hot shot right to second base, but played nicely by Birch. And Kobe Smith forced to stay at third. One away. Now Jake Tanner coming to the dish. Tanner struck out in his first plate appearance. He wastes no time. Just getting that into right field. A lazy blooper. Scores a run. And just like that, the Hawks able to regain that run that they gave up there in the top of the inning. 4-1 Edmonton.
Take a look at this hit here. It's a bit of a blooper, but it also hits the grass, and I think there's a bit of moisture out there because it looks like it just checks.
Yeah, it just dies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a week ago, I think, when I left, there was still a lot of snow on the ground.
Yeah. Oh, there's a good hit ball. Oh, what a catch.
What a play right up the middle. Excellent play by Birch. Diving to his right and trying to double up. There. You get Friesen there at first. Sorry, Tanner, but unable to do so. What a play.
Almost doubled him off, but yeah, great catch. There's Caden Colford again.
Colford with the 2 RBI double back in the first inning. Big swing and a miss. So after getting the lead runner on, 2 quick outs by the Wolfpack.
So while I was away,
Lucas Miracle got
Poor kid.
got hit again. It was painful to watch, partner. It was very ironic that you just brought that up.
yeah,
The last inning, and then sure enough, it just happened right there. It was crazy. Chopper foul. Yeah.
might need to order a bigger cup.
It's one of those things where, like, there's not much you can do. Just got to give it time. But now Robinson ahead 0-2 up against Colford. Trying to get out of this inning. With just the one run allowed. And it hits, a hot shot. Backing up is Spencer, and he tosses it over to Birch to get the third and final out. Excellent play from the Wolfpack up the middle.
Great athletic play here. Good contact. Didn't really get it into a gap, but sure enough, turns around, fires to second. Well, it seems the Wolfpack are responding with a little bit of defensive work now as well. Something they needed yesterday, and they're doing that again today.
Keeping it close.
1 run on the board. Wasn't able to see that one. Who ended up scoring on that play? Do you recall there?
For the Wolfpack?
For the Wolfpack there.
It was Sarkeesian.
Sarkeesian. And
Yeah.
then for the Hawks,
For the Hawks, it was Friesen, I believe. No. Yeah. No, Smith, sorry.
Smith?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have my book here, so it's...
No, you're good.
yeah,
you just got
yeah.
in from your flight. You,
Yeah.
You're doing a hell of a job here with just...
I appreciate it, partner.
Yeah.
The first one.
Yep.
First one of the season.
Yep. It's the warm-up.
Yeah. Was doing hockey all winter long for the Edmonton Junior Oilers, provincial champions.
Oh, nice.
Shout out to them.
Yeah. The
So-
AAA
AAA, yeah.
group, yeah.
Yeah.
They have a blue and an orange
They have a
team.
blue, orange, and a white. The girls are the whites.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do all 3 other teams.
Oh, right on, yeah.
So it's a lot of hockey.
Have you done that for a while?
I've been with them. This was my 3rd season with them.
3rd season. Okay, yeah. A friend of mine, his nephew played on that team back in the day, so I'm a little familiar with them.
So just making the transition from hockey to baseball, folks. So pardon my...
Yeah, if he says he scores, he really means that. It was a nice...
if he shoots.
yeah.
So starting the top of the 4th as we fly along here, we got Lucas Miracle. Oh, big cut at the first pitch. Miracle went down looking in his first at-bat. Six hits apiece for these two teams here, as we are in the 4th inning of Game 1 of this doubleheader.
So Honky threw 3 innings here, has had 1 earned run. He's got 3 strikeouts. And he's thrown, he's at 55 pitches right now.
None much better than that one. That was an excellent painting job of the inside corner from Honky.
"37 of the 56 have been strikes, so he's definitely doing his job of getting that in the...
Tanner on the backhand flips it over to Honky, who's covering first base, 1 away. A good outing so far, partner, I think, for Honky. Got to be pleased with what he's been doing here. I mean, he's given up 6 hits, but only 1 earned run.
That's right. I felt yesterday, even with Colville, like he was throwing strikes, and if you're wanting to be a good pitcher, in any league, you got to be able to throw strikes, and and then either you're trusting your own stuff or you're trusting the guys behind you.
Now it's Manny Birch. He got a single the last time he was up. These hitters quite aggressive in this ball game, and I think a lot of that has come from. Oh, there's a big shot to left field, but that's going to stay up in the air and settling under it. Making the catch is Blackburn. But to my point I was making is we noticed earlier that the strike zone seemed to be somewhat large, and I think the players understand that, so they've been aggressive in this ball game. That's why we haven't seen any walks or anything of that nature, because these players are ready to hit as Cash Talbot comes up.
That's a great point. Talbot's last at bat was a strikeout. So he's looking to change that fortune.
Honky with the 1-0. Popped to center field. That's back. And that's going to drop over the head of Geisler in center field. And that is an excellent double from Cash Talbot. He got a lot of that baseball and drove it deep into center field.
Yeah, it's like a line drive fly ball. It just carried. He barreled it. You can see he barreled it, and it caught Geisler. When you're playing this outfield, it's so deep. And so where you're lining yourself up it's just you're 420. You're not thinking guys are going to hit 420, so you're playing a little bit more shallow. There's
a lot of grass out there.
There's a lot of grass out there. I definitely wouldn't want to have to cut it.
Now it's the number 9 hitter, Noah Sarkeesian. He is the lone run getter for the Wolfpack so far this afternoon, and he's got a runner in scoring position, 2 outs, a prime golden opportunity here to cash that runner in and get back within 2 runs. And if you're the Wolfpack, you want to stay close to this Hawks team. You don't want to let this get out of hand. Oh, a big cut from Sarkeesian. Ball's behind 0-2. But you don't know how many opportunities you're going to get like this, where you have a runner in scoring position. And as the game goes on, you know that the Collegiate Hawks are going to want to add to their total. So moments like this are very crucial for the Wolfpack. Shot the other way. And on the other side, if you're Honky, you got to look at it like you're 1 pitch away.
Yep.
And
you can see Noah's choking up right now. He got a hit in the last one. He was able to score a run in the last inning or so ago. So.
Oh, a pitch that comes in. I think it did hit. Yes, it did hit Sarkeesian. So he's going to reach base on the hit by pitch. And now we go to the top of the lineup, Carter Spencer. As we look at the replay, it came in and it just caught the elbow pad.
Did it catch the elbow pad there? Yeah.
I think it did. It sounded like it did. Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a quick look here.
Sounded like
the ball drops. Does it make contact?
Maybe just barely.
Yeah. Well, either way, he's on first base.
And now Spencer, who's hot today, he's 2 for 2 already, and he's got 2 runners on. Oh, and he smacks that the opposite way, but out of play in foul territory.
Yeah, 2 hits today, a hit yesterday. Speed. So
this is a big moment in this ball game. I know it's only the 4th inning, but
I have to agree. I think if you shut it down here, and it shifts the momentum. But if Spencer's able to put this ball in play,
it changes everything.
Yeah,
and he hits it to the second baseman, but right to Rogan's sack. And a sigh of relief from Sam Honky, able to get out of that inning without giving up a run. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Score still 4-1 Edmonton. Robinson's day is done. He is getting lifted for Brendan Grant.
Robinson went 3 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 2 strikeouts, and he had about 50 pitches thrown, 36 of them for strikes, faced 15 batters. Honky is at 19 batters after 4 innings of work.
Do you have that pitch count, partner, for Honky?
Yeah, 67.
Okay. Good to keep note of that. Brendan Grant, the right-hander, in for the Wolfpack. He is going to face Colby Blackburn to start things off here in the bottom of the 4th. Colby Blackburn 0 for 1. Facing the new pitcher, Brendan Grant, here to start the bottom of the 4th inning, 4-1 ball game in favor of the Hawks. Kind of a 3/4 release from Grant.
I think they went out there to check on the, they got those little watch devices, the communication devices that they all use now, eh? And I think he might have went out there to take it off.
Nice and easy 63 with some movement. And way ahead of that pitch there was Blackburn. Swinging over top of it.
Such a change in the game where everybody's wearing these bands and you just look down to it to find out what your coach wants you to do.
Trying to get Blackburn to chase. Yeah, how the game has evolved, hey partner?
You know, and you gotta accept things that help improve the dynamics of the game, but you know, it does come at a cost in some way. Kind of the organic nature of the game is kind of being challenged a bit. But
yeah, the analytics has definitely proven to be a huge part of the sport in recent years.
Mm-hmm. What's your thoughts on the strike zone that they've introduced here in terms of
challenging it?
Challenging it.
I think it's going to take a little bit of time for the learning curve of everyone, and I think it also creates a layer to the game which wasn't previously there, where you got to be very selective of when you do challenge it, because if you challenge it too early in a game, it doesn't mean anything. Like, what's the point?
Yeah, and I agree with you on that. Where earlier on in the first couple weeks, I was noticing that they were being selective, and most of the challenges were pretty good. Mm-hmm. But as of late, the challenges are coming early.
Yep.
They're being burned up, and there are some bad challenges out there.
Blackburn gets on. Good at-bat there for Blackburn. He reaches on the walk. Yeah, I think people are using it to... They're not using it sparingly as they should.
Yeah. Saw one the other day where the pitch was essentially in the heart of the strike zone, and the guy had challenged the strike call. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're going to be talking to him probably about his movement. He might be doing something to cause a balk, maybe movement in the hands.
Or maybe he was breathing on the ball.
On the ball?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you caught that one. The other day in the Blue Jay game, the pitcher was rubbing the ball against his pants.
I've seen that, yeah.
Yeah, and they thought maybe he was doing something with it.
That's something to take note of here, as it's Kendall Burns. He's got a runner on here. Nobody out. 4th inning. Keeping an eye on Blackburn over at first. Grant delivers a pitch and a bunt right up the first base line. Textbook. Advancing the runner. Burns laying down the sacrifice bunt to get Blackburn over to second base.
Well, Hawks trying to play some small ball here. A little bit of a pull bunt. Did advance the runner. Also took Petrie's. Petrie's a big boy. You got a tag there. Definitely felt that one.
Oh, it's the center fielder, Geisler. And we got a balk.
Yeah.
You called it, partner.
Yeah.
Don't normally see that. Yeah, we'll see what Grant did here. But Blackburn goes to third base on what the umpires deemed as a balk. So we got to keep an eye there on the new pitcher, Brendan Grant. He got warned once. Pitch up top, missing. But now the Hawks have a runner 90 feet away from a rare balk called on against Brendan Grant. So Geisler just has to make some contact.
So we take a look at it here. Yeah. Not sure I saw anything on that one.
No, it was already called by then.
Yeah.
Well, here's a 2-0 count. This is big right here.
Oh, there's a shot.
Big shot. Deep to center field. And that is going to score a run on the sacrifice fly by Lucas Geisler, doing an excellent job of driving that to the outfield. And now it's a 5-1 game in favor of the Hawks.
So got a little bit under that ball, but and it got a little bit up there. It gave time for the center fielder to get over and make the catch, but he did his job by getting a run scored and getting himself an RBI. Adding to this 4-1 lead, now 5-1.
It's exactly how you draw it up, getting that lead runner on via the walk. And now it's 5-1. Simon Verstek stands in there. And here's the balk that really started it all. Oh, yeah, he moved right there, yeah.
That little hesitation there, yeah.
You can see clearly why it was called a balk.
Probably messed with his setup a bit where he's used to blowing on that ball.
Yeah. Oh, big swing and a miss from Verstek, who is 1 for 2.
But actually, you know what I think it was? I think he was trying to figure out maybe there was some confusion maybe from the catcher in terms of what he was throwing.
That could be it, yeah.
No, they're not using...
I think they're using the signs, or are they using PitchCom? Oh, there's a strike 3 called.
No, he took that off when he went out there. The coach is still holding it. I think there was some issues with it. So he was having to use signs, and I think that's where the confusion came. He's giving it back to him there. So there were some problems with...
Well, after all is said and done, the Hawks able to score a run there in the bottom of the 4th inning, and they lead the Wolfpack by a score of 5-1.
The high-level bridge there.
Absolutely magnificent production that we have here at the beautiful Remax Field. Prime location. Every player that plays here says the same thing, partner, that this is the best place to play in the WCL.
It's a great building. I'm glad it's still here.
Yep.
Obviously, you had the Edmonton Trappers in here. You had the Capitals, the Cracker Cats. You went from a AAA to a single A affiliate. Now you've got the home of the Riverhawks, their summer team, and they're drawing in a ton of numbers. They're doing such a great job in their
Huge
marketing.
crowds.
Yeah.
They're breaking records in the WCL for attendance.
Exactly.
So we would love to see you guys, anyone watching that hasn't been down here to Remax Field, you will certainly enjoy it during the summer months. Here in the top of the 5th inning, Hawks lead the Wolfpack by a score of 5-1. Honky out there for his 5th inning of work up against Jared Sucro, who got a bunt single his last time up.
Up the middle again.
Yeah.
Oh,
what a play.
He's not going to get him.
Oh, my goodness. Smith with a valiant effort diving to his left. But the speed of Sucro, it was going to be nearly impossible to get him. What an effort, though.
Yeah, lays out, and that's probably the best you could have done on that play. So hats off to Smith for his effort there defensively, and have to turn to the next at bat.
The Wolfpack doing a good job of getting their lead runner on in each of these innings, but still find themselves down by 4 runs. As Manny Recchi, who is 0 for 2, he struck out in his last time at bat, also grounded into a double play, and that's exactly what the Hawks would want right now. Honky checking in over at first base on Sucro. Jared Sucro, very, very speedy. Got to keep an eye on him.
This is Honky's 20th batter that he's facing.
Misses with that pitch, falls behind 2-0.
He's at 70, so
might be his last inning.
Yeah, I wonder if he gets one more. Or I know they were warming some people up over there. No, they were just running to the wall, actually. So there's nobody in the bullpen.
No one in the pen. Something to take note of.
Yesterday, Colville went 7, so maybe they're going to try to get Honky through 6.
As mentioned, this is game 1 of a doubleheader, so got to keep some fresh arms for game 2. 2-1 count. Popped out of play. Two, nobody out. Runner on first base for the Wolfpack. They're down by 4. That one is hit to the opposite field and over the head of Blackburn. But it is in the mud.
The hands go up, and that'll be double.
So what we talked about at the top of the broadcast exactly happened right there. It was a deep fly ball to left field as we look at the replay, and it just gets stuck right into the mud right there. So maybe a fortuitous bounce for the Hawks.
Yeah, definitely would just be laying himself out there to try to make that catch, and then that getting deep. That probably would have been in regular conditions. That probably would have been
that would have scored a run.
Sure, yeah.
Sucro definitely would have came around. So the Wolfpack still threatening. They got now 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out. Kai Sheck looks at a first pitch breaking ball that misses outside.
So I'm looking down in the bullpen for the Hawks, and they got Micah Gibb warming up. So this might be the final inning for our starter, Honky.
Oh, what a bounce right back to the catcher off the back wall. That could have been bad. Instead, it's a 1-1 count here. Runners on second and third. Wolfpack trying to get back into this ball game here in the fifth. Pitch missing inside.
That pitch was locating a lot better a little bit earlier in the game. It was kind of falling back in. Now it just seems to be hanging out there a bit more. Obviously, after throwing 77 pitches.
Yeah, pitch count getting up there. This is a big moment in this ball game. He won the count. And that just hits check right on the back. So now the bases are loaded once again for the Wolfpack. And
you can just see it's just not finishing through. The
No.
ball came out of the hand.
yeah.
I think we're going to have one of the coaches come out and have a chat. I don't think this is going to be a switch just yet. This is just a conversation, probably buy some time for the pen there.
As you mentioned, Micah Gibb warming up in the bullpen. I think no matter what happens here, this will probably be the last hitter that Honky faces. It's going to be Ryan Petrie, who's 1 for 2. He's got the bases loaded. Nobody out. Represents the tying run. Conversation on the mound.
I would say for Honky, you just got to trust it. He's been throwing strikes, and he's been finding the zone. So continue to trust your stuff as best you can.
And trust your defense.
Yeah, that's just it. Get a ball in play. You know, just based on what we've seen from Petrie, he's going to put a ball in play if it comes across the plate. Like last time he was up, I said that he's going to swing, and he swung. And there you go. It got the out, right? Probably going to be the same thing, but chances are they might score that run from third if he does make contact because he's a big hitter. It's a heavy ball.
First pitch just missing outside. Most pivotal moment of this ball game so far. Bases loaded, nobody out. 4-run game. The Wolfpack threatening. Petrie 1 for 2. Oh, big chopper to third base. Rolls up. Play at home. And an excellent force play.
Caden Colford.
Colford, smart heads up play, delivers it over to Burns. And Burns, with his foot on home plate, doesn't allow the Wolfpack to score. Excellent play.
See this chop up the line. It stays fair, and he bullets one. It's tough to throw when you got a runner in front of you. Catcher Burns did a good job of getting on an angle where Colford could find the glove. Now, having said that, with bases loaded still.
Exactly. They're still threatening. Lucas Miracle 0 for 2. Bases loaded, less than 2 outs here. Honky still out there, missing with his opening pitch of this at bat, down and away.
He's trying to locate that bottom right strike zone, low and away on right-handed batters, and he's not getting anything there.
Again, missing in the exact same spot as Micah Gibb continues to warm in the bullpen. Big spot here for Miracle. The Wolfpack catcher awaits the 2-0 pitch. And another one missing outside. 3-0 the count.
You could tell Honky's trying not to go inside on him.
Do you think Miracle gets a green light here?
I would say he takes because you probably just want to get on base and score a run. You get a free pass and you get a run scored if you just let the ball get across the strike zone. I don't think he's swinging there. He goes in.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Took that pitch all the way right down the middle.
Now, I can guarantee if he sees that again, he's going after it. So
I would agree.
Yeah.
So Honky's got to be careful here. 3-1 count, 1 out.
No.
And he misses.
Yeah.
4 pitches that he missed, down and away. And the second run coming in for the Wolfpack, making it a 5-2 ball game, and that's going to be it for Honky.
Coach Jake's coming in. Congratulate Honky on a good pitched game so far. I mean, he threw a lot of strikes, 85 pitches total. Josh, there on that.
Yeah, I think ultimately the Wolfpack, this is the third time through the lineup, so they were able to make adjustments to what Honky was throwing them. And that was a prime example there. Lucas Miracle just not chasing anything.
Now, we saw Micah Gibb out there, but I do not think that is who is coming in. Or am I wrong? Maybe it is. I just, I know it is.
Yes, it is Micah
Gibb. It is
Gibb.
Micah Gibb, yeah.
Comes in to the game in relief of Sam Honky. Micah Gibb, number 49, the left-hander, is presented with quite the jam. Bases loaded, 1 away. He'll get his 8 warm-up pitches, and he will face Manny Birch.
So we've only seen 1 run score in this situation. Colford was able to scoop that up and get it home. Burns was able to get that force out at the plate. And but on that last one, it was a bit of a walk. Really struggled just to find that low corner. Eh? Like he
just kept trying to pound it, trying to get the chase from Miracle, but Miracle wasn't biting at that.
No.
So the Wolfpack, they've out-hit the Hawks 9-6 so far, but the score is 5-2 in favor of the Hawks. But Birch awaits his turn, and he's going to have a glorious opportunity. Bases loaded, only 1 out, and it's going to be up to Micah Gibb to get the Hawks out of this jam.
Birch already has a single.
1 for 2 on the afternoon, Birch's.
Yesterday he went 1 for 3 with a strikeout.
So this is very pivotal for the Thompson River University Wolfpack right here. They find themselves down by 3 runs, but you're in the 5th inning. Great opportunity.
On the warm-ups, he's clocking in at 86. So there's going to be some more velocity here.
The southpaw Gibb paints the outside corner 85 miles an hour, gets a first pitch over.
That's definitely the fastest arm we've seen today.
There was a breaking ball missing inside. Switching things up is Micah Gibb. Got to be careful here against Birch. Another heater, this time missing up and away.
If he can locate that 85, 86, he should be able to stay ahead in this at bat.
Another pitch, this time again, just above the strike zone. So 3-1 is the count, I do believe. Big pitch here in this game.
There you go.
Fouled back by Birch.
Yeah, and now you know he was late on it. So question is he going to be ready for that? Because he knows he's going to get that pitch. He has to throw him a strike. It seems like that's the pitch he's going to throw. So if you leave it up a bit, maybe he attacks it. Oh, and he left it down.
He does attack it, and it drives it to right field all the way back over the head of Veristek. That's going to score 1 run. The second run coming around, held up at second. Oh, we got to
get him at home. They might get him at home.
Oh, he does have him at home. There was an absolute traffic jam along the base paths. I think there was miscommunication between the coaching staff and the players, especially.
Yeah, I think if we catch that replay on third
there.
base, Petrie was coming around, and I don't know if he stumbled or he was holding up because he mixed up the signs, or the coach.
Well, everyone went,
Yeah.
and Petrie wanted to go back to third base.
Yeah, but you watch him come around third here on the far side here. He's coming around, and then
But he had to go because everyone else went.
right.
So he had no choice.
But he was coming around as though he was going to continue, but it was almost like he realized, no, I got to sprint it. Yeah.
If he didn't stop, I feel like he would have scored.
Yeah, he probably would have. So, well, for the Wolfpack, what that did for them was put another run on the board and inch them closer.
So now it's Cash Talbot.
The irony is that was yesterday. That was a dead ball, so a scenario. But today, that's dry enough out there in right field that
Oh, is that right?
you can make the play. Yesterday,
It was all muddy
it was
in
all
right
muddy.
field.
Yep. It was kind of how it looks probably in center there.
Gotcha.
And the whole section was like that. So I was waiting to see if they were going to make a call.
Yeah.
But obviously they've been informed that right field is dry.
Well, a lot happening on that play. Now it's Cash Talbot. He's got 2 in scoring position, swings over that pitch, but there's 2 outs now, and the Hawks are 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning with only giving up the pair of runs. Big swing and a miss and a huge strikeout for Micah Gibb. And the Hawks able to maintain their lead, but it's cut down to 2 runs as the Wolfpack were able to score a pair.
Micah Birch doubles on a fly ball to right fielder Virostek. That scored Sheck. And Petrie was out advancing to home. And a miracle was on third, but nothing more to it. It's 5-3. Game's a little closer. As you mentioned, 9-6 for hits for the Wolfpack. They probably felt like they deserved a better fate yesterday with the goose egg.
It's funny how things work out sometimes in this game of baseball.
Yeah, I didn't think they'd win today. I just saw the Raptors. Oh, I probably shouldn't kill the buzz if anybody's recording it. I think I've already given it away, but
What?
well, the Raptors had their first playoff game against the Cavaliers today. I was
that today, this afternoon?
watching before I came here. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
How
a
was
basketball
that?
guy, and they were in it.
Against the Cavs, right?
Yeah. It's to be honest with you, it just Jakob Hurtel has got to be a little bit more of a difference maker, and anyways, they lost 126-113 in game 1. So Blue Jays play at 10 or 6:10 today versus the Diamondbacks. Boy, are they struggling to pull a win through
No kidding.
in the baseball world.
So starting things off here in the bottom of the 5th is Kobe Smith. He is 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored so far in this ball game. Wolfpack sticking around here in this ball game, able to score a pair in the last half inning. But it could have been a lot worse for the Collegiate Hawks in that last half inning, partner.
Yeah.
They were able to get out of that jam with only giving up 2. The bases were loaded with nobody out to start that inning, but they were able to find a way to escape it. As Smith looks at a pitch catching the outside.
Yeah, that one went out and back in. It was a nice pitch. Had some movement out and away, and then cut right back over the outside part of the plate.
One hitters count for Smith. Not even close.
No.
He'll take the walk.
Kind of saw that coming. I saw that he was kind of pulling that arm across the body, and some of those balls getting away with him. So we'll keep an eye on that to see if that's something that continues. And yet, it definitely factors in when you're facing a lefty now.
That's right.
And one that will crowd the plate, too, in Carson Friesen.
Friesen, 1 for 2. He's got a runner on, nobody out.
He is a big fan of the inside pitch, so see how they attack this.
Brandon Grant, keep an eye on Kobe Smith over at first base. Oh, big swing and a miss. Late on that pitch was Friesen. Hitting the outside is Grant. Quickly ahead 0-2 against the Collegiate Hawks designated hitter. Kobe Smith checked up on once again. Of course, in this particular league, there is no limit to how many times you can throw over.
In league games right now, Friesen's hitting .326 as he swings for strike 3 there.
Big strikeout from Grant on Friesen. Now it's going to be Jake Tanner. He got a single in his last at-bat with the RBI.
Tanner's hitting .312 in league play thus far.
See why he is in the cleanup position with such a good average. Got Kobe Smith over at first base. 1 away. Wolfpack keeping this game close. Hawks trying to pull away, but Wolfpack keep responding. It looked good, but the way Miracle caught it, called the ball.
Hawks have 9 batters in their lineup hitting over 300 so far in league.
Wow.
Yeah. I would say 8 of those 9 have reasonable.
Oh, going and in at second. No, getting called out on a bang play. Kobe Smith caught stealing for the second out of the inning. Now nobody on here in this 2-0 count to Jake Tanner. Hawks looking to stay aggressive on the base paths, but unable to capitalize there as Kobe Smith gets called out at second base. An excellent throw from Lucas Miracle. Perfect tag by Manny Birch to record the out. Now Tanner faces the 2-1. Checks his
He
swing.
did not go on that.
No.
Okay.
So 3-1. Base is empty, 2 outs. Full count. A payoff pitch, and
It's inside.
Yeah,
It's
just misses inside.
tough
So Tanner reaches on the walk. It was a good battle from Tanner, and this was a close pitch,
Yeah.
but he just held his hands in and was able to.
You
Or
see
the
that
walk.
replay, and you see how the ball, it looks like it's going to drop over the plate, and
Right.
it actually tails up and in. So you got to give him credit for not swinging there.
Now it's Jake Rogansack with a runner on. Looks at the first pitch inside. Speaking of left-handed hitters that like to crowd the plate, this is one of them, Jake Rogansack, right on top of the dish.
Yeah, he's riding the line.
Swing through that one. I got a piece. 1-1. Rogansack, he has an RBI and a run in this game already. to advance that runner here with 2 away.
He's hitting 250 in league play thus far.
Oh, a nice pitch by Grant. Getting ahead of the second baseman. 1-2. Oh, that pitch misses way outside. Diving for it was Miracle to keep that in front of him. Good catch there by the backstop. Count even now.
How often do you think he's? You got to think that the catcher played hockey. He's Canadian. He has BC interior.
You would think.
How often do you think you heard the miracle on ice?
Oh my goodness.
Like, like I bet if you asked him that, he'd be like, "Yeah, shut up."
Yeah, for real. I would guess.
Yeah.
For sure. But now he's in behind the plate against Rogensack with a full count, 2 outs. Here's the payoff. And swing and a miss by Jake Rogensack, and the Wolfpack able to get out of the inning. And it remains a 2-run ball game. We are going into the top of the 6th inning. We got a Oilers fan up here in the booth and a Leafs fan.
No, we don't got a Leafs fan. That is not fair. Was saying that I grew up in Ontario, and for the first, 18, 19 years of my life, I was a little bit delusional.
We have a pinch hitter here in the game.
Yep.
McMurrin.
Okay. But yeah, to put it on record, I'm a diehard Oilers fan, and that is the number 1 team for me.
Thank goodness. I would have kicked you out of the booth, partner.
Yeah, that's all right. I understand.
I believe Charlie McMurrin, as he pops that on the right side, but that's not going to be catchable. Foul ball.
Back in university, I actually worked with the Oilers for almost a year and a half in ticketing and sales. Over by Nate there. So I've had some walk the catwalks of the old Rexall building.
Big swing and a miss, and McMurrin, the pinch hitter, gets sat down as he swings through that pitch.
He's really settling in now there. Got 2 great pitches in that at bat.
Micah Gibb in his 2nd inning of relief. He's going to face the top of the lineup now, Carter Spencer, who had a good afternoon, actually, 2 for 3 so far. And he hits that right up to the middle, and that goes right into the glove of Smith. 2 away, just like that. Yeah, it's ironic that you bring up the old Rexall Place partner. I was just by there today, coming back from the airport.
Mm-hmm.
Sad to
Oh, yeah.
say that they're tearing it down this year.
Yeah.
Iconic building here
Yeah,
in the
for
city
sure.
of Edmonton, as is this beautiful ballpark.
Yep, for sure.
Jared Sucro, 2 for 3 on the afternoon for the first pitch strike up against Micah Gibb.
I know they had some elaborate plans to retrofit it with like multiple rinks and all that.
Yeah.
However long ago, but that obviously. Oh, what a hot shot! That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair down the first base line. That's going to be at least a double for Sucro.
I think he's going to 3.
He's got the speed. He's rounding second base. He's going to third base. And Jared Sucro with a stand-up triple here in the top of the 6th with 2 outs. What a piece of hitting. Just hit it right over the bag, the first base bag, and did not look back.
Yeah, he hit that hard enough. That's really what it was about. It was a hard shot, and it got itself all the way to the wall, which is wild.
Now Manny Recchi has a chance to make this a 1-run game as he has Sucro 90 feet away. But if you're Micah Gibb, the pitcher for the Hawks, you've got to realize that there's 2 outs here. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of it. But falls behind 2-0.
Seems to be working the lower part of the zone. And I just wonder if he comes up into the hands with maybe a fastball. Trust his stuff here. No, he's still trying to catch that bottom half of the zone.
That misses low, so now he's behind 3-0 against the DH of the Wolfpack. That one over the plate. Manny Recchi, he had a double in his last plate appearance. You got to be careful with the DH here if you're Gibb. It's hit right up the middle, and that's going to score a run for the Wolfpack. As Manny Recchi able to cash it in, not doing too much with that baseball, just shooting it right back up the middle. 5-4 is the score now.
Oh. 3-1 count. You know he was going to swing, and he barreled that up pretty good. A lot of balls going right back up through the middle.
All day, it seems like. Now it's Kai Sheck as the beat goes on here for the Wolfpack. Now a 1-run game. You got to be pleased if you're Thompson River with the pushback that you've shown all game long. Every time the Hawks are able to get ahead, the Wolfpack have a response.
Yeah, like you say, they're in the game now. They've got runs on the board. They're out hitting 12-6.
Yeah, that's something to take note of too, actually.
Yeah.
12 hits against this pitching staff. Fouled back. A lot different than last night, as we mentioned a few times. Wolfpack losing 10-0 against the Hawks last night, but here in this ball game, a much different story. Oh, shot right up the middle.
Right up the middle.
And right back where it came from. And I don't know how many balls that has been in this ball game, but at least a dozen have been shot right back up. And now the Wolfpack, as you see the replay, shot right back up through everyone. Wolfpack have 2 on and 2 out. They're threatening again.
So that game yesterday was also finished in 8 innings. They didn't even go to the 9th. It was basically a walk-off mercy. So big difference here today, which is great for both teams. Keeps it competitive.
That's right.
And regardless, is going to make for a good second game as well.
Certainly. Now it's sorry, go ahead, partner.
No, go ahead.
Oh, it's just Ryan Petrie. He had a base running mistake his last time up.
Yeah.
He hesitated going around third base, and because of the hesitation, he was thrown out at home plate.
That's right.
And who knows, if he didn't hesitate, who knows what the complexion of this game would be like. Oh, pops that way.
Yeah, he's not
up
happy
into
with
the
that.
air.
But I mean, at the same time, Petrie should be happy with his game yesterday and today. He's been he's been on base a lot, and he's been stranded a ton, and he's helped cash in some runs. So he's upset about that pop up. Let me go take a moment, but his team's in at 5-4.
That's right. We go to the bottom of 6, and this thing is far from over. Good. So things have gotten a lot tighter here at Remax Field. Wolfpack have brought this within a 1-run game. And starting things off here in the bottom of the 6th inning, Hayden Colford. 1 for 2. At the first offering and pops it way up into the air, and it falls into the glove of Burt. Quickly, 1 away for the Hawks.
Colfer's got those yellow gloves. They're Bolt brand, I'm sure. But every time he gets up to the plate, just because he's such a power hitter, they look like work gloves. Like he's going to swing a hammer, you know?
Now it's Kobe Blackburn. He walked the last time up and came around to score. Nice pitch with some movement over the heart of the plate. Hawks just can't get away from the Wolfpack. Wolfpack sticking around. Bottom of the 6th. Game 1 of a doubleheader. Be a short break between both games. Oh, that's a good pitch. That's called a ball. Looks like it caught a lot of the plate, but I didn't think so.
Grant's at 39 pitches, and he's 50% strikes to ball ratio. So
Gotta have a disciplined eye if you're at the dish. A very, very similar pitch to the previous one. This time it's called a strike. So 2-2. Grant on Blackburn. Blackburn slaps that the other way. It's hooking foul and catches a piece of the netting. Racing over there was Sucro trying to get under it, but it hit the netting So no chance of catching that ball.
I do like the fact that the outfield here, in terms of balls going out of play, there's lots of room for the outfielders to kind of sprint in. I find that some fields that there's not a lot of space and
Yeah, especially in foul territory.
in foul territory.
Yeah, I noticed that in Vancouver too when I went to
Is that right?
the Canadiens game. There's
It's tight.
very, very little along, like
Right.
deep in the corners.
Yeah.
Very, very little room.
Yeah. And I'm not sure why they wouldn't expand those areas to make it a little bit easier and safer for players, but
Blackburn works another walk to get on base, back-to-back walks for the Hawks left fielder. Now it's Kendall Burns coming to the dish. He laid down a sacrifice bunt last time he was up. Grant tossing over to keep Blackburn close. Something that the Wolfpack have done all game, keeping an eye on that runner at first base. Quick pitch. Over on top of it with Burns. 0-1. Big inning here for Brendan Grant if he's able to not allow the Hawks to score. Get his team back on the sticks with a one-run game.
wind's blowing out a little bit towards the left field. Cutting back maybe a bit. Is that out and away? I'm not sure.
Bit of a breeze here. Good pitch. Miracle. Couldn't believe that wasn't called a strike. Or could Grant as he shakes his head. Here comes the 2-1. The Burn. Back. Plenty of time, Blackburn. Held close to that first base bag. I don't foresee Blackburn taking off here.
And there he goes.
The announcer
foul
stinks.
tip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happens all the time. The amount of times it happens during a hockey season too. It's so funny.
Yeah, he was setting up pretty lax. He didn't look like he was going to take off, and then he got into his extended hop there, and he sprinted. But unfortunately for him, it was a foul tip.
Doesn't go there as that pitch misses upstairs. Full count.
Now I'm guessing he's probably going to go here to get ahead of things so they don't turn a double play.
Yeah, you would assume so here with the count full.
Yeah.
There he goes.
And a foul tip.
Yeah.
So he's going to be finding himself probably exhausted here.
Yeah.
Looking down at his teammates saying, hey, listen, I only got so much in the tank.
Burns steps out, gives his teammate a little bit of a breather. We'll do the payoff pitch once again here with one out in the bottom of the sixth. And another foul. Good battle. Kendall Burns up against Brendan Grant.
Well, if you're Blackburn, you're now appreciating those wind sprints, and
right.
You're saying, okay, that's why I needed to do that 10 times.
And a wise throw over there by Grant. Maybe trying to catch Blackburn a little bit tired over at first base. I don't mind that throw over in that.
Yeah, I think in that situation too, it kind of just, yeah, and he's taking a pause there because it does affect the batter. You know, you just had a couple foul offs, you're
Right.
staying in it, you're ready to go, and then they throw away, and then usually they come back at you, and that's usually what gets them. And so I think that was a smart move there to call timeout.
Here we go.
And there you go.
And a nice hit
Yeah.
to right field. That's going to advance the runner to third base. And now the Hawks are threatening with runners on the corners, 1 out here in the 6th inning.
So Burns, great at bat there. He, you can see him battle it off, and then he pulls one, and he gets it through the gap, and he advances the runner. And again, I'm going to attribute that to, you know, there's little things that guys do to kind of elevate their at-bats. And there's things that other teams are going to do to try to get the advantage. And he said, nope, I'm going to take that back from you. I want to be in a position of power. And he was able to get himself reset. And then he was able to put barrel on the ball and keep this inning alive for the Hawks.
A big hit there for Kendall Burns. Now runners on the corners for Lucas Geisler. Keeping a keen eye on first base. Brendan Grant. We're going to have a time called by Miracle, making sure all his infielders are on the same page.
Yeah, you want to make sure that you're protecting that run home. That runner on third is a threat.
This is a very, very important runner on third base. Colby Blackburn, 90 feet away from scoring. Nice pitch catching the outside part of the plate against Geisler. This is a pivotal moment in this ball game. 1-run game. Hawks look to give themselves some breathing room here. Pitch out.
I thought he was going. I guessed wrong. Yeah. So there was a definite thought there. Tried to pick up something.
Hey, you think maybe they intercepted a sign or something of the sort? Because that was a definite clear pitch out.
I wouldn't
there.
be surprised if he goes now, but probably won't. They're getting that outside call there. It was a great pitch.
They are, yeah.
Yeah.
Just paint in that corner now. 1-2 is the count.
Guys are going to choke up here a bit. You can tell he's already thinking that. He wants to protect. They do not want to go inside on him, though. I think they're better off to stay on the outside and force him to try to push the ball the other way, maybe go oppo. And they didn't. The ball came inside, and he crushed one.
Yeah, right to center field. Is that going to be deep enough?
Tag up. Yeah, it's good.
Going to be a close. Yes, and the Hawks are able to score another run. That's back-to-back sac flies for Lucas Geisler in his last 2 plate appearances, scoring his second RBI. And now the Hawks regain their 2-run lead. Back to the top of the lineup. Simon Viristek in the box. Squaring up the bunt immediately. Pulls back. Runner going. Throw high. Runner safe. Well done on the base pass. And now the Hawks are threatening with another runner in scoring position. I believe they had a pinch runner there. Braden Morris.
Yeah, Braden Morris came in there, number 23.
Came in for Burns, which I believe is allowable in this league.
Yes.
For the catcher to get pinch run for.
It is, yeah.
Well, there's a smack to center field, but goes right into the glove of Sheck. But not before. The Hawks able to score another run. 6-4 as we go to the 7th inning here at Remax Field. So to the top of the 7th inning we go. The score is 6-4 in favor of Edmonton. Lucas Miracle to the dish. He reached on a walk. He also struck out in this game. Swings at the first offering. But the Wolfpack, they're within striking distance, partner here, only down by a pair of runs.
Yeah, 13 hits. They're definitely playing a lot better in terms of managing their offensive game. And Micah Gibb not doing too bad, though. He's come in and done a decent job.
Looks like he's settled in a little bit on the mound.
That was Gibbs' 31st pitch. This is his 8th batter.
No one warming up in the Hawks' pen, so you know that. Better assume that this is his inning. Yeah, but another one right up the middle. This time it's from Lucas Miracle, and he gets his first hit of the ball game. A lead-off single here to start the top of the 7th. And now Manny Birch, who reached on a fielder's choice last at-bat, got an RBI. So the 14th hit for the Wolfpack. They've been doing a good job of getting runners on, and there's a chance there.
And he got him.
And he just got him at first
Watch
base.
that on the replay. The bench is feeling that they just got there, but we'll take a look here.
That was so close over at first base.
Keeps the ball in front of him, chops it down, picks it up barehanded.
Ooh.
And oh, man, that was close.
That was a bang play.
Ty doesn't go to the runner anymore. That's for sure. So it looks like he got him. That's what they called. So
that advanced Miracle to second base. He's standing in scoring position, and it's Cash Talbot now. So that could be a huge call in this game, depending how this inning goes. But Talbot trying to cash that runner in from second. He's already got a double in this ball game. Oh, excellent pitch. Taking something off from Gibb. Good movement down in the zone. 0-2 the count.
Yeah, I feel that's how he should operate a little bit more, just kind of have some variation in velocity.
Big pitch coming up here.
And he tried it again, but it didn't really move on him, or he didn't get the movement to catch the plate. You have to think he's going to come back with a fastball here.
There's the 1-2.
83, yeah.
You called it. Just misses inside. So now the count is even. Big spot here. Cash Talbot. Looking to cash that runner in.
Oh, that was a strike. And he got him.
He did get him looking.
Yeah. That was a
Cash
good pitch.
Talbot didn't swing at that, but called a strike.
Repeat pitch here. Same as the one before, except this one stays a little bit more inside. You can see it was a strike, but of course a little bit of a control issue. No problem. Tags him. 2 out.
So Sarkisian once again at the dish for the Wolfpack. They find themselves having 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. That runner's still out at second base.
Ooh.
Inside. No one warming up in the pen. You wonder if Gibb will be brought out here in the 8th inning.
I think he will. I think he's got enough arm, and he doesn't seem to be. I mean, he is very varying up his pitches a bit. So, could be an indication that did he get him? Nope. Could be an indication that he's trying to kind of maintain that arm, elongate things here. But if I'm him, I'm probably not playing too much chess here. I just keep it simple. Just try to throw some strikes and get these guys to put the ball in play.
Big hack there from Sarkisian and fouls it back. Count even at 2 here. 2 outs, runner on second, 2-run ball game. As we get down to the final inning, game 1 of a doubleheader.
He might throw that pitch he got a strikeout on the last time. And he tried, but it dropped out into the zone.
Noah Sarkisian not chasing anything in this at-bat. Showing a great deal of plate discipline.
So this is going to be 85, probably right down the middle. We'll see who gets who in this situation. Oh, he took something off of it.
Oh, big swing with a breaking ball and out of the inning and out of a jam, leaving our runner in scoring position. And the score remains 6-4.
Yeah, you know he was waiting on a fastball, and then he just changed it up, and then, too late. I do see some action in the bullpen for the Hawks.
That might be Gibbs' last inning then.
Yeah, and I think it's number 12. So that would be
Riley Starko.
Yeah, Riley Starko, and he can come in and close out a game. It's kind of what he does. So he's warming up. He's not throwing just yet, so could be that he's getting himself warmed up. They're having a talk with the coach there, pitching coach. Maybe he comes in for the next inning.
You know, the Hawks will want to pad their lead here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The way that things are going in this ball game, you can't think that 2 runs is going to be enough.
No, they've got to put at least 1 or 2 more on the board. I think. I think the Wolfpack are feeling a lot more confident, and they're going to continue to push. So.
Oh, certainly.
I mean, it's easier said than done to make a hit in baseball, right?
Of course.
But your focus should be to when you've got the lead, you want to extend it. It's kind of rhetorical, but you just don't want to sit back and try to defense your way out of the game.
That's right. So leading things off here in the bottom of the 7th inning is Kobe Smith.
There's actually 2 up in the bullpen now, Josh. Talon Lazaruk is also throwing.
So for all intents and purposes, you would assume that Micah Gibbs' day is done.
Yeah.
With 2 arms in the pen warming up. Kobe Smith taking on Brendan Grant, who is still out there for the Wolfpack. An easy 62 with movement. Swinging over top of it is Smith. Smith 1 for 2 in this ball game. He's got a double, a run scored, a walk. He was also caught stealing his last time on the base path. What a take there from Smith. Grant delivers. And just slapping at it.
Second baseman.
Just slapping at it was Smith, but just dribbled over to Birch, and he makes the play, 1 away. Now Carson Friesen, the DH. It's his turn. He's 1 for 3 with a run scored in this ball game. First pitch, over, first strike.
Everybody's on the budget these days, and so they roll out the money truck to get a bomb bat because they know it's going to last them for 3 or 4 years. But I've got a grievance.
Oh?
It does not sound like a wood bat, that crack. I just don't feel it has that,
That doesn't have that distinct sound.
Yeah, I miss it. And I understand why we don't do it. If we're parents or players at this level, we're trying to avoid buying 2 or 3 of them a year, a season, right?
Yeah, they're not cheap.
No. But, yeah. All right, there's my my pet peeve.
Carson Friesen looking at a 1-2 up against Brendan Grant. Wave didn't want the original pitch. Settles on a slider that goes right down the middle and fouled away. Sports are ever evolving, not just with that analytics, as we mentioned earlier, but also the equipment. That one shot up right on the first base line, but deemed foul.
Yeah. And the argument against mine, and I'm not really making an argument in terms of the effectiveness of the tool, just more so the sound,
sound
and
of
maybe
it.
the purist of it. But
Yeah.
it's definitely one of the top-rated bats out there in terms of exit velo. There's been a lot of videos online that have shown that it'll give you hit the sweet spot on that thing, and it'll give you some good distance.
I got to get me one of those. Maybe it'll
Bombats, yeah.
allow me to get me on base once in a while. 2-2 the count here against Friesen.
Wow.
Oh, and he looks one,
Yeah.
and he can't believe it. He thought it was up and away, but the umpire says sit down.
I'm going to take another look at this one. This pitch is outside, and does it drop back in? It kind of fades out, and it's up high.
It looks high.
Yeah, I'd say it's high and maybe just outside, but at the same time, you do have to protect stuff close to the strike zone.
Yeah, that was
high,
too
low, and around. Yeah.
Yeah, that was too close to take.
Yeah.
Now it is Jake Tanner. Looks at the first pitch strike. Tanner 1 for 2 with an RBI and a walk so far.
I like the look of this situation for Jake Tanner. I feel like these are the type of pitches that he can capitalize on for sure.
And he almost did. He was just a little bit
Yeah, the time
ahead of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pulled it foul over towards the bullpen where
right.
there seems to be a group gathering at the bullpen there, and for sure we're going to get a new pitcher for the Hawks coming up here in the 8th inning.
Tanner's going to try to get his hands on the inside of this ball and maybe try force that swing to the right field, but he's going to leave that pitch. So you can see him talking to himself, and he's saying he's trying to start guiding the ball out and away, or the barrel out and away, get the hands on the inside, let the barrel carry through the zone a bit longer. So we'll see if he makes that adjustment.
Another pitch missing, down and away. But Tanner, another one of the Hawks players that likes to get super close to the plate, make it difficult for the pitcher to run the ball inside. Oh, and there's
There you
a
go.
pitch right up the middle, and he shoots that into left field. And an excellent piece of hitting by the Hawks first baseman.
Have to appreciate the way a player like this kind of talks to themselves in between their at-bats. They're envisioning what they want to do, the adjustment they need to make in terms of their swing path, and then they put themselves in a situation to get a ball they can hit, and there you go. You're on base.
Runner on for Jake Rogensack, who is 1 for 3 this afternoon. How Rogensack would love to keep this inning alive.
So is that Braden Morris again?
Big swing and a miss.
Pinch running?
Oh, pinch running. Get a number out there. Yes, I believe it is.
Yes, it is. It's Braden Morris is pinch running for Tanner.
Grant misses outside. Count even. Two-run ball game here in the 7th inning. Game 1 of a doubleheader. Rogensack looking to do some damage. Takes one inside. Hawks 6 runs on 8 hits thus far. Every time they get a little bit ahead, the Wolfpack with a response.
Rogansath is forward in the box. They call a strike there? Say he went? No.
Advancing is Morris over to second base.
I thought the ump had called. Maybe not. It's still 3-1.
Assume that's a stolen base. I don't know if they would call in defensive
Difference?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Nevertheless, the 3-1.
And that is foul.
Yeah, smacked out of play.
Yeah, Rogansath, sorry. He's one of these players that very few, like, that far up in the box. His front foot's, like, right at the front.
Mm.
And so what he's trying to do is take away some of that break. He wants to meet that barrel out where it's flat.
Oh, big cut and a
Yeah.
huge strikeout for Brendan Grant.
Right.
Leaving a runner in scoring position and giving his team a chance, keeping this a 2-run ball game.
Yeah, so one of the things that you risk here is if you're too far in the box, you're taking away a little bit more time and space for the hands to come through the zone. So get a pitch up and away and barrel just
a little bit late, yeah. Oh, it remains a 6-4 game going into the 8th inning. Still anyone's ball game.
That's Riley Starko.
So as we move into the top of the 8th inning, we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Edmonton Collegiate Hawks. Number 12, Riley Starko, is awaiting the batter for the Wolfpack.
And that's Spencer back up again.
Carter Spencer, 2 for 4 so far this afternoon. A decent afternoon. But he's going to have to contend with the right-hander Starko. Pitch up and in, 85 miles an hour.
Yeah, you're going to see Starko. He can get his pitches up in the high 80s for sure. He does rely on that fastball.
You can see why. It's got a bit of movement. It's got some good velocity to it. Take some off there and
It looked like a bit of a changeup.
called a ball. Looks like it got plenty of the plate, maybe a little bit high. So 2-0.
Well, relative to that strikeout that we were taking a look at before, that was definitely more in the zone than that other one was. So, but again, we're way up here, so we'll just let Blue make the calls.
2-0. That one misses down and away this time. 3-0. Starko trying to get into the zone early on in his outing.
It is a nice day out right now. Like,
It's absolutely magnificent.
you got tons of light, but you're not blinded by it.
Mm-hmm. Got a little bit of wind, but it's not nothing crazy.
Yeah, it's died down now as well. Those flags are kind of holding.
And a 4-pitch walk to start his outing. Riley Starko walks Carter Spencer on 4 pitches. And now the Wolfpack looking to tie this one up, the tying run coming to the plate.
So if you're at home and you're just kind of wondering what's gone on in terms of pitching, we had Honky starting the game. He pitched four and a third, 9 hits, 3 runs, 3 errors, and then you had Gibb, 5 hits, 1 run, one
Oh,
run.
my
Wow.
goodness.
Did it hit him?
I don't think it hit him.
I think he just jumped out of the way there. I don't know. Ump showed first, so. I
Oh, it
think
did hit him.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Riley Starko, 5 pitches in,
Wild there.
hasn't been able to record a strike.
Yeah, so as mentioned, Honky had 3 earned runs, and then we had Gibb with 1 earned run, so that's where we're at with 4. And Starko's just coming into the game here. Control issues, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Immediately control issues. So,
we might get a replay on that just to see.
yeah. So Sucro is going to reach first base on a hit by pitch, I believe. Yeah. And so Spencer, who was walked on 4 pitches, stands at second base. Jared Sucro just got hit by a pitch, almost in his dome piece, it looks like, as we look at the replay. Comes way up and in, hits him right on the head.
Oh, yeah. Got him on the back of the noggin there. I'm glad he got out of the way of that one. Part of the game. It's going to happen. You don't want it to. Shows bunt.
Yeah, now the Wolfpack, they're cooking. They got 2 on, nobody out here. And Starko hasn't been able to throw a strike.
The Wolfpack have been in this situation a lot today with runners on and getting bases loaded.
Mm-hmm.
And they've only got 4 runs out of 14 hits, so
It could be a lot different.
yeah, for sure. And yesterday was the same thing. Like I said, they were getting runners on, but not as much as today. Today they're obviously hitting a lot more.
Manny Recchi shows bunt. Gets a piece of it, but not enough.
And what we're seeing right now is really what started it for them was the small ball game, the bunt game. If you remember way back when in the third, that's when they started to put the bunts down and try to move the runners.
And it looks like that's exactly what they're doing here in the 8th. Not a bad move at all, but Recchi has a bat on his shoulder. Maybe he's going to get the green light to swing. He is 2 for 4.
I think he's going to probably show bunt again. Yeah, he's going to get into that position. He's got another one.
Yeah, he offers it that, so that's a
Yeah.
strike.
Not anymore. Now he's got to swing.
So, yeah, exactly. So 1 and 2 the counts. 2 on, nobody out, 2-run game. This could very well be the ball game here in this half inning. Here's the 1-2 from Riley Starko.
That's the pitch you want.
Strike 3 called against
Yeah.
Recchi. Riley Starko getting the top of the zone and catching Recchi looking.
Just a solid pitch. Top of the zone fastball, 87. That's probably his best pitch of his time out in the mound so far. Hopefully for him, that kind of gives him some confidence.
Now the Hawks just 1 pitch away from getting out of this jam here in the top of the 8th inning. Kai Sheck, he is 1 for 3 this afternoon. Got hit by a pitch, also an RBI.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes after this first pitch if it's in the strike zone. I feel that. Yeah.
And luckily for the Hawks, that's fouled off as both runners were going on that pitch.
My thought there was that Starko probably going to want to get ahead right away.
Right.
Probably going to want to put his best pitch first. So as a batter, you're like, when you know somebody's kind of struggling, you're anticipating that first pitch is probably going to be the best one you get. So fortunately for Starko, he fouled that one off.
Sheck was ready for it. Just a little bit late. Fouled it off. So 0-1 the count, 1 out. Hawks looking to induce a double play here. Get out of it, maintaining that 2-run lead. Swing. Drive to left field. Back. Oh, and slipping and falling is Blackburn. And it's going to be called a ground rule double. What a drive.
Yeah, that left field wall is soft out there, and it's a dead ball scenario in most cases. But in this case, you see him get into that space, and then boom, the legs come out. And fortunately for him, he didn't hit his wall or hit his head against the wall.
But that jersey is going to be.
Yeah, he's going to be scrubbing that himself. Mom's not touching that. But you feel.
So that does score a run, though, partner.
It did, yeah. It did. That was a solid hit ball there. So credit to the batter.
So Spencer came around to score. And now we have a one-run game. Still only one out, and it's Ryan Petrie's turn. Looks at the first pitch up and in for a strike. Runners at second and third as there's just, oh my goodness, just covered in mud is Blackburn. I mean, that is tough.
It's on his arm. It's on his hand.
Yeah.
He's got to manage that now. It could affect the throw, and he's got to scrape that off. That's when you get into the grass and roll around like a dog.
Yeah. That pitch just missed outside. It's a big moment here in one-run game now, as Spencer was able to score on that deep fly ball that was called a ground rule double because the warning track in the outfield, if you're just joining us, is quite muddy. So any ball out there is deemed a dead ball and a ground rule double. Oh, and that
he's going to try to go. He might get him.
bounces in. No.
Yeah. Wait, but he's wow.
Excellent backing up there from Colford reading that play, or else that could have been disastrous for the Hawks.
Yeah, so wild pitch, and then we see Burns get in front of it, keeps it knocked down, goes to throw it back to Starko, overthrows it, but Colford recognizes that. He's in position to keep the runner on third.
That could have went bad in multiple different ways for the Hawks. But instead, it's a 2-1 count up against Petrie here. Starko trying to pitch his way out of this jam. No one in the pen up. It's his inning. Fought off by Petrie.
Yeah, he's going to be a tough out. I mean, he's going to make you throw him a strike, and he's going to try to find a way to put it in play.
The Wolfpack 5 runs on 15 hits in this ball game. And they have a chance to take their first lead of the game right here.
Probably want to keep it low. I mean, you're going to have to try to hit the knees on this pitch here.
Here it comes. Oh,
Fouled
just
off.
staying alive as Petrie getting the tiniest piece of that ball to keep the at-bat alive.
Like I said, he stays up in the high 80s. Definitely has the ability to get up to 89, 90.
We'll see if he rears back and tries to get that here or takes something off. Biggest pitch of the game, forthcoming. Missing badly, down and away, count runs full.
Yeah, anytime he's tried to reach back and just get that extra mile or two, the control kind of fades a bit. At least in this particular opportunity on the mound. So, wonder if he throws a changeup here or if he just goes right back with that two-seam fastball.
Here's the payoff.
Changeup.
Swing and
no.
a miss
Got him
by
with
Petrie.
Got him with the fastball. Four seam.
Blows the fastball right by him, and now that is a crucial out, 2 away.
So he darts one right at the top of the strike zone. And I think just given how the last few pitches went, Petrie might have just thought, oh, I'm going to sit back on one because I think that changeup's coming. And
that could be very well exactly what he was thinking.
yeah,
Now it's Lucas Miracle, the catcher, trying to cash in at least one of these runs or one of these runners in scoring position to tie up this ball game. Looks at the first pitch upstairs and a delayed strike call. But the Hawks will take it. Umpire hearing it from the Wolfpack bench after that call. The 0-1 from Starko to Miracle.
that's a nice pitch.
Down and away, catch in the zone, 0-2.
I think you live there. He hasn't. Well, he's choking up now. Obviously, he is. He's going to protect at 2 strikes. We'll see if he.
To duplicate that pitch.
You're in control of that one, so I think you go after it.
Here it comes. Oh, and he tried to.
And he got a piece.
Yeah, left a little bit too much over the plate, so
Even
Miracle
got another mile out of that one, hitting 88 now.
Miracle was ready for it though.
Yeah. So now you throw a changeup in here. You throw something that.
Yeah, you throw maybe something in the dirt, but you got to have faith in your backstop Burns to make that block because those 2 runners are.
If you can replicate it like your fastball, and take something off of it, but no, he just
puts it over the middle and gets a fly out all the way out to Veristek, but not before the Wolfpack able to score another run. 1-run ball game going to the bottom of the 8th.
So Starko, 22 pitches, 13 strikes. So pretty much pretty consistent, 60% or so in terms of strike to ball ratio.
Back here at Remax Field, Josh Jacko alongside Chad Boyko, bringing you the bottom of the 8th inning between the Thompson River University Wolfpack and the Edmonton Collegiate Hawks. After 7.5, the Edmonton Collegiate Hawks lead the Wolfpack 6-5. And starting things off here in the bottom of the inning, Caden Colford 1 for 3 on the afternoon. As mentioned before, this is game 1 of a doubleheader. There'll be a short break between games 1 and 2, and we'll play once again on this beautiful afternoon here in the Edmonton River Valley, as that one is
Colford
driven.
smacked that.
Yeah, that's deep to center field, but
Caught.
getting under it and making a nice catch out in center field to Sheck as he had to pedal back.
Colford from Drayton Valley, Alberta, and he went to Walla Walla Community College, so that's down in Washington in the NWAC division.
And here comes Colby Blackburn, completely covered in mud as he fell in the last half inning going after a ball into deep left field, and he just slipped. And
Yeah.
it's chaos down there in the trenches along the warning track, just absolutely muddy.
Well, I'm sure for him it feels like he's got a body cast on right now.
No kidding.
That thing's starting to crust up.
Blackburn, he's reached base a couple times in this game, both via the walk. He's also come around and scored. Oh, a nice pitch, painting the outside corner. As you can see, just the mayhem in front of the Boston Pizza logo out there. I mean, looks like a mess. Half the warning track on the back of Blackburn.
So much like Colford, Blackburn is a third-year junior. He's from Red Deer, Alberta. Played for the Braves, and he's attending the University of Alberta. A lot of these kids attending the U of A, McEwen and Nate. Oh, there he goes.
Blackburn just throws the head of the bat at the ball and just gets thrown out by half a step as he powered his way. Maybe the mud was weighing him down.
Yeah.
2 away.
He has another 10 pounds on his back there, so. So no hits for him in the game today, but he has induced 2 walks, and he did score 2 runs thanks to RBIs by his teammates.
Now it's Kendall Burns. He's 1 for 3. He's also got a sacrifice bunt. His total. First pitch up and away, missing.
I don't know if you noticed his walk-up music. He's from PEI.
Makes sense.
So that correlates well.
Another pitch missing up and away.
Kendall had some time with the Prairie Baseball Academy down in Lethbridge.
Ahead in the count, 2-0. 3-0 now.
Well, he's going to be relied on heavily to keep this inning going at the 3-0 count. Probably in a good situation. I'm assuming he's not going to swing.
Ooh, just painting the outside corner. Brendan Grant, who's been out there. The second pitcher for the Wolfpack. Grant coming in relief of Zach Robinson, who went 3 innings earlier.
Yeah, Josh, with that pitch, he's at 90.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. Robinson only went 50. But with 4.2, 4 and 2 innings, 2/3 served here, he's at 90 pitches, 50 strikes.
Wow. Well, here comes the payoff here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th from Grant. Oh, it popped up into the air, and is that going to stay in play? It will, and caught by Miracle, and that retires the side. So going into the 9th inning, Hawks holding on to a 1-run lead. So we begin the top of the 9th inning. Josh Jacko alongside Chad Boyko. And the Wolfpack are down by 1 run to the Hawks. And leading things off here in the 9th inning, Manny Birch, 1 for 4.
You'll notice Riley Starko is back on the mound to finish off this ball game.
Nice hard pitch right there to catch the outside of the corner. 85 miles an hour, called a strike. Game 2 of this doubleheader will come approximately about half an hour after the conclusion of this game. Oh, another pitch right down Broadway. Strike 2. Edmonton looking to make it 2 in a row against the Wolfpack as they won last night here at Remax. Fouled right back. Birch staying alive. Against the right-hander, Riley Starko. Strike 3 called at the knees. Birch goes down looking, 1 away here in the 9th. You can see just painted right above the knees. That was a picture-perfect pitch.
It's a great pitch by Starko, who actually played down in Williston State College, part of the NJCAA Division II. Native to Vermilion, Alberta.
Cash Talbot. He was awaiting that fastball. He was ready for it, but just fouls it back. Talbot 1 for 4 this afternoon. He's got a double. He's also struck out, however, in his last 2 plate appearances. Swings through that heater. And Starko is just bringing out the heat right here. Nothing but fastballs in the 9th inning. We'll see if he goes back with the heater. He does.
Did not get it.
And a little extra on that, 88 miles an hour, but does not get the call. Do it again here. 1-2 the count. 1 out. 1 run ball game here in the top of the 9th inning. Staying alive is Talbot.
Talbot will foul that off. He's obviously playing for Thompson Rivers here. He actually played with the travel team for the Victoria Mariners. He's a 2025 grad class.
The 1-2 once again from Starko. On Talbot. Strike 3, back-to-back Ks for the right-hander of the Hawks. And they're 1 out away from recording another win.
I think we've got a...
Yes, a pinch hitter.
Yeah, pinch hitter in here, number 37. Josh Johnson.
Another JJ with the name Josh. Josh Johnson stepping to the box. Hitting from the left side. And he's the last hope here for the Wolfpack in this ball game. Starko misses up and away on this first pitch. If you're Starker, you just want to stay aggressive here.
So if you're watching at home, you're looking at him and you're like, that's a tall boy in there. You know how tall he's? 6'5".
Oh, wow.
6'5", first year.
Keep it alive. Fouls it way back into the seats here at Remax Field. A beautiful day in the River Valley. We're just halfway through this afternoon's games. Once again, and Game 2 will follow shortly hereafter. But the Wolfpack trying to extend this ball game down to their final out. Starko set. Spikes that ball. 2-1 the count. Johnson trying to keep things going. He's in the 9 position of the batting lineup. Spencer on deck.
Yeah, I think you want to stay away from Spencer. He seems like the kind of guy that could come up in a situation and cash in a run. So, and that is going to get down.
That's down right to center field. Johnson with the pinch hit, keeping this game alive. And now Carter Spencer represents the go-ahead run coming to the plate.
Yeah, so you bring a guy in like that. He's cold, comes in in a pressure situation, and he manufactures a run. He's also going to be out for a pinch runner. Number 25, Jet Sinclair.
Jet Sinclair, if his name is anything sort of his speed, then got to keep an eye out at first base. But now Carter Spencer, who is 2 for 4 with a walk, a couple of singles, a run scored in this ball game, has a glorious opportunity here to keep this game alive.
I think Starko's going to, I mean, they're hitting he throws a hard ball. So Newton's law, right? You're going to get barrel's going to, exit velo is going to come off heavy. But he just needs to trust that if he stays in the strike zone, that one of two things are going to happen. He's going to manufacture a strikeout, or he's going to induce a ball that gets in play, which it has been. And just hopefully the defense can finish it off. And for this Thompson River team, they just need something to get through. And here you go.
Hit right up the middle,
Yeah,
a chance
great
to end
play.
the game, and it is Smith over to Rogensack to end the ball game. The Edmonton Collegiate Hawks beat the Thompson River University Wolfpack by a score of 6-5 here in Game 1 of this doubleheader. Wolfpack, 5 runs on 16 hits, 1 error, and the Hawks 6 runs on 8 hits, no errors. Your final thoughts on that game, partner? Game 1 of this doubleheader.
Yeah, I mean, Edmonton found a way to, close it out, which is important, and their pitching did the job they needed to do. Their defense has been doing that, but hats off to the Wolfpack. This is a positive step for them. They had trouble getting runs on hits the last game. This time they put up double the hits. They did fall short, but that should carry positively for them into Game 3, second game of today's doubleheader.
I never would have thought that you never did color commentary before, partner.
Oh, well, I appreciate
Yes.
it. You've got, I'm comfortable. You're making me comfortable here. You're doing a great job, so looking forward to the next one.
Really appreciate it. Stay tuned for Game 2 of this doubleheader between the Hawks and the Wolfpack coming up shortly.